Okay, this video will cover your Chapter 7 notes. It's about ratios. In your book on page 463, you'll notice that it says a ratio is a comparison between two things. For example, comparing the number of males to females in our class. So you can write those three ways. You can write it, so like we were saying males to females, and we had 16 to 18, then that would be the ratio. You can write it with the words 2, 16 to 18, and you can write it as a fraction, 16 to 18, and then usually the fraction would be written in simplest form. And it's the most common way that you will see it. Okay, so a ratio. Ratios are many different things can be compared to that. We're going to look at slope just because this is in your book. This is just kind of an FYI. Slope is rise over run. So if we look at these points, when we talk about slope, we're talking about something that's graphed on a coordinate plane. And we're looking at this point right here and comparing it to this point up here. Okay? And we rise how many places starting here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places. So the rise is 9, and the run is from here to here, 1, 2. 2 places. So our rise over run would be 9 over 2. Let's look at your turn number 1, which is on page 463, and it says Stacy measures 40 inches from her feet to her navel and 24 inches from her navel to the top of the head. What is the ratio of the smaller length to the larger length? So 24 and 40 are the two numbers we're comparing, and the smaller length goes on top. So it's 24 over 40. And then if we were to simplify that, we would find that this has a common factor of at least 2, and you could continue to divide by 2, and you would find that it is going to simplify all the way down to 3/5. Okay, looking at your turn 2, we're going to write another ratio. Your turn 2 says a recipe calls for 2½ cups of milk and 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Write the ratio of the sugar in milk to sugar in simplest form. So milk comes first, so that's 2 1/2 over sugar, which is 3/4. This means divided by, and your book talks you through example 2 on how to do that. I'm so satisfied with you writing it just like that. Your turn 3. Your turn 3 says an ant weighing 4/1000 of a gram can carry an object weighing up to 2/100 of a gram. Write the ratio of the object's weight to the ant's weight. Okay, so we're going to do object over ant. How much does the object weigh? It says an object weighing up to 200. So 0.02 is going to go in the numerator. And then the ant weighs 4/1000. So that is going to go in the denominator. Okay? And then you could simplify by multiplying and moving the decimal. But again, I'm just looking for those particular things as far as how to write proportions. Not proportions. Ratios. We're going to use ratios when we talk about proportions. So that is our first video to talk about ratios.